Welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard. Well, it's spring once again, and for a lot of us, it's that exciting time when the snow finally melts away and those thunderous calls of spring gobbles fill the mountain air. It's a time we all look forward to, and this week, you'll be tagging along with us as we bow hunt these incredible game birds, the wild turkey. We'll be hunting here in my home state of Eastern Oregon for Rio Grande and Merriam's birds, as well as in South Texas for some big Rios. As always, we'll be hunting the HECS way, which means we won't be using a blind and we'll be sitting right out in plain view of the birds. You know, we've been showing you the night and day difference that HECS makes with turkeys for many years, and this week we're going to show you even more proof that HECS technology truly is the biggest advantage that a turkey hunter can have. And to top it off, you're going to see it all right here, just like it happened on Hunting with HECS.
Hunting is about getting close. Really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this HECS on.
You know, I was a skeptic. I'm not a skeptic anymore.
What an animal.
We showcase the science of getting close right here on Hunting with HECS.
Hunting with HECS is brought to you by PSE Archery. Arizona Archery Enterprises, manufacturers of quality archery products. Sonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Nocturnal lighted Nox, illumination that lasts for 20+ hours. Shinex, fusing night vision and thermal in one affordable optic. Tacticam, share your hunt. Spot Hog, the world's toughest archery products. Avula Safaris, book your hunt. And by HECS Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
First day out here in Oregon. Just set up here in the open. We got decoys out here, no camo. We're gonna do the whole HECS thing this year with no camo. So anyway, we're gonna show you that you don't need it. But anyway, let's see if we can get a bird to gobble. Well, you know, I'm not going to shoot any of these jakes, so I purposely wave my hand and move around just to show what HECS technology can do. You know, this is the biggest advantage of using HECS in the turkey woods. With HECS, movement is completely possible. Finally, the jakes move past, and I see a good tom bringing up the rear. Like we've seen time and time again, with HECS, getting to full draw is no problem at all. Got him. Well, we did it again. Had those shakes come in, I was waving at them. This longbeard came in, and he wasn't going to come to the decoys, but I think I put the smack on him pretty hard, and I can see he's down right there, so yeah, like a good 2-year-old there. I went right where it's supposed to. Good beard, and like I said, no camo. You don't need it with HECS. We're sitting right out in the open. you saw getting to full draw, not a problem. We were even waving at those jakes, and they were about 15 yards. No camo, no problem. So anyway, Andy's gonna get behind the camera, or get in front of the bow, and I'm gonna get behind the camera, and hopefully we can get some more coming. That's why I'm not talking real loud. So anyway, great way to start a day.
HECS is excited to offer our first dedicated outerwear system. Our new premium quality outerwear pant, coupled with a HECS hooded shirt with integrated face cover, is the ultimate HECS system for any hunting situation. You can find this system on our website as a pre-built system, or you can customize this system even further using our new Build Your Own System option. The hooded shirt comes with an integrated face mask, a convenient front pocket, thumb holes, and is the perfect HECS outerwear piece for these cooler days in the field. It comes in both HECS style camo patterns as well as a two-tone version. Brand new to the HECS lineup is our outerwear pants. These will be the most comfortable hunting pants you will ever wear, and of course, they have the HECS patented technology woven right in. They feature a super comfortable action-cut, quiet fabric, ample pocket space, and a zippered leg pocket for your HECS accessories or your cell phone. This is a high-quality pant that replaces the need for an additional HECS layer in order to get the full HECS advantage. They come in both HECS Style Anywhere and HECS Style Green Camo, as well as an olive brown. This is quickly becoming our best-selling system. You can check it out on our website along with other great HECS products and accessories. Don't delay. We expect these systems to sell out fast.
When we get back, we'll have Andy Day behind the bow, and we'll see if he can bag a tom of his own. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. You know, before the break, we saw me take a great tom with my bow, but now my buddy Andy Day is taking his turn behind his bow, and we have more birds gobbling in the area. Well, it wasn't long before we had another big tom coming into our setup, only this time he was coming in from our left. For those of you who have watched the show before, you know Andy has a lot of movement in his draw. It's way more movement than anyone would ever expect to get away with on any wild turkey. But you can see here that the bird clearly sees the movement. However, without that living bioelectric field that's normally seen with any living movement, the bird just doesn't see it as an urgent danger. So instead of putting and running as we normally see, he just slowly walks away, giving Andy plenty of time to make a great shot. Well, the hit was good, and Andy soon has his hands on another great Oregon tom.
He can go very far. Nice bird. Nice beard. Pretty happy today.
Now we're headed to South Texas to join HECS addict Ralph Ramos. Ralph is set up in front of a few trees, but otherwise in plain view of the decoys. Ralph is also self-filming the action, which adds a whole nother level of movement necessary to get it done.
That was so cool. I just want to thank the good Lord above, man, who made this beautiful gobbler come in strutting all the way in right here in the open using my HECS. Man, this tom came from a long way, you know, and I knew that they'd be coming right through here. We set up the decoys. We had several jakes yesterday just hit the decoys and they tore them up, and I knew this was a hot spot. Man, let's go check them out. Yeah. The laying hen. Whew, the jake did the number on that bad boy, right? Over here, man. Oh, man. Boy, what a beautiful bird. What a great time out here working these birds. It's just been incredible. Of course, using our stealth suits, just sitting out, brushing up, you know, right along, you know, the tree there. Nice thick tree, get you a nice chair, sit down, and boy, let me tell you, work those calls and just have faith and be patient. That's one thing that I've learned, to have a lot of patience on these turkey hunts. But I am just so excited. Just a beautiful animal here. Thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this hunt out here, South Texas.
Did you know that scientists found a specialized molecule in a bird's eye that allows them to see the Earth's electromagnetic field visually? The EM field given off by all living beings is very similar to the field given off by the Earth, which led researchers to the revelation that birds can actually see the electrical field that is emitted by living beings, and helps them to tell living beings in movement from inanimate ones.
We'll be right back with more wild turkey bow hunting action right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. Now we're back in my home state of Eastern Oregon with my son-in-law, Ty Swigert. You know, Ty works full time, so his hunting time was pretty limited this year. So he's just looking to fill his tag with any legal bird. He set up early, and it wasn't long before he could hear some birds coming in towards the decoys. It turned out to be a group of young toms, and Ty was ready. As always happens with HECS, Ty was easily able to get to full draw and actually had to wait for the birds to separate before he could take a shot.
That was awesome. Haven't had very much time to hunt this year. We were here maybe 5 minutes, got set up, and those 3 jakes came in and gave me an awesome shot, and I decided to take it. Well, he went down right over here. Let's go take a look at him. Nice jake for my first bird of the year. This was a fun one. We heard him gobble. We got set up, and it wasn't 5 minutes. They were right there in front of us, 20 yards, stood there for quite a while before he gave me a shot. They were all kind of grouped up there, and he was staring right at me when I drew and made a perfect shot on him. He went 20 yards, and here he is.
Welcome back to Hunting with HECS. You know, we've been laying them out from Oregon to Texas, and my son-in-law Ty Swigert has another tag in his pocket and one more morning off work. He was on the bow and I was filming, and we were set up before daylight and we had birds gobbling off the roost.
Well, it's my second time out this year. First thing this morning, we heard a whole bunch of toms down here below us gobbling, and we think 2 up above us, so hopefully we'll get them called in and get one down this morning.
Soon after daylight, we had a great tom heading right into the setup. Well, once again, we see the HECS effect in action. Ty is able to easily come to full draw without spooking the bird, and he makes a perfect shot.
Well, that was worth getting out of bed early this morning. We had turkeys all around us. Here come 2 more toms right now, actually.
With Ty's tom still kicking, we saw a whole group of turkeys rushing in. You know, we can only shoot 1 bird per day here in Oregon, so Ty and I tried to quickly change places so I could try to get a bird as well. We got switched around okay, but unfortunately none of the birds offered me a shot.
Well, we had a great morning. Almost could have got 2. We had some other toms here. Ty and I swapped places. This one came in right on a string all the way in. Able to get to draw easy, just like we always do with HECS. And man, you put a smackdown on him good.
Yeah, he didn't go very far. It actually maybe would have worked out better for us if he would have went a little farther away.
Maybe. Yeah, these other toms kept coming in, but this one laying here, I don't know if that's what kept him from coming in or what, but they just wouldn't quite commit to the decoy. They were close. Anyway, we gotta love turkey hunting. Getting to full draw, like I said, no problem at all, just like always. So anyway, hey, like we always say, put the X on another one.
We have a new sponsor called ShineX. You know, the ShineX product line has some amazing new features that are completely rewriting the book on affordable night hunting optics. We're able to offer the ShineX product line directly to our customers through our sister company, Nix Hunting. Through the nixhunting.com website, we can offer you the best prices available with free shipping, as well as some special incentives that no one else can offer. So log on to nixhunting.com, that's NYX hunting.com, and learn more about this amazing technology. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's bow hunts for America's favorite game bird, the wild turkey. You know, we've been showing you the undeniable advantage of HECS technology with turkeys now for over 15 years. Turkey hunters from across the nation and in every state have seen the same incredible results. You know, it's now well proven that all birds see bioelectrical fields that are emitted by all living movement. And by blocking these fields with patented HECS technology, they simply don't see that movement as living. And we've been showing you the proof now for over a decade and a half. With HECS in play, the bird just doesn't react the same way. And it doesn't matter whether you're hunting public land eastern birds in Mississippi, Osceola birds in Florida, Rios in Texas, or Merriams out in Wyoming, all turkeys see the same way, and HECS will make a giant difference no matter what species you hunt. That's why we always say that HECS truly is the biggest advantage a turkey hunter can have. If you haven't yet seen the HECS effect for yourself, it couldn't be easier. Just go online or give us a call and get your own HECS system on the way. The only regret you'll have is that you didn't get one sooner. Also, don't forget to follow HECS Hunting on social media and check out the HECS Stealth Screen page on YouTube for even more exciting HECS encounters. And don't forget to come back next week where we'll keep pushing the limits and bringing it to you just like it happened right here on Hunting with HECS.
If you have an amazing HECS encounter you'd like to share, give us a call or go online. You can find out more on our website. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.